Hi, it's that time of year when those of you who like making resolutions might be thinking about doing so. And I'm suggesting in this video that you do it in a slightly different way and you use quotations by people that you like and admire, take their quotations and base your New Year's resolutions around those. And by doing that, you come up with something that's much more meaningful and deeper to you. So I'm going to share with you 5 quotations that I like and that I'm going to use as a basis for making my New Year's resolutions. And so my first quote is from Mahatma Gandhi, and he said, "The future depends on what you do today." And so for me, that's very much about sort of starting something, starting it now, taking small steps, being consistent, and then you get some results from doing that. I'm going to share with you here my first YouTube video, which is one that I cringe a bit when I look at it, but I'm sharing it because that was my first step in doing YouTube videos. And from taking that first step, I've actually now produced over 80 YouTube videos. I've learned a lot doing that. So this year, I'm going to stay with that idea, and my resolution connected with my Gandhi quote is that I'm going to continue to make one YouTube video a week. I'm actually going to try and make more shorts as well, do some of the short videos. That's something new that I haven't done, so I want to learn to do that. And that's what I'm going to continue to do for the next year as well. And my second one is an ancient Chinese proverb, and that is, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time to plant a tree is now, or today. And when I relate that to New Year's resolutions, I sort of think it means to me that it doesn't matter that you haven't done something before. Don't beat yourself up for that. It's never too late. It's never too late to start. So for me, it will be something relating to healthy eating or looking after myself, taking more care of my health. That's probably something I should have started 20 years ago. That would have been a really good time to do that. And I didn't really. And so now I think maybe now is the second best time to start. So my second New Year's resolution is to take more care of my health this year. And my third quote is, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." And that's by a guy called Ralph Waldo Emerson. I like a lot of his quotes. So that one, I really like that. I think it's so important for me, but for all of us, to be ourselves, to be who we uniquely are in this world is an amazing thing. And it is an accomplishment because there's a lot of pressure on us these days to be other things. And to be perfect, to be this, to be that, and to look a certain way, dress a certain way. And I think, no, you know what? It's really important that we have some diversity in this world and that we all bring our really, truly unique selves into it. So my third resolution is to be even more myself, if that's possible. Okay, so, but just to remember that, because it's hard sometimes. You find yourself conforming to something and you think, is that actually me? Is that what I want? So yeah, I'm going to be myself, which is a good thing, I think. And staying true to myself and my values is actually in itself a great accomplishment in this world where there's a lot of pressure to be something else. So number 4 is a quote by Albert Einstein, and it says, "Look deeply into nature and you will understand the world better." So that's very dear to my heart, that quotation, because any of you who watch my videos regularly will know that I'm massively influenced by nature, and I feel it's one of the most important, well, let's face it, it's the most important thing in the world. And we are nature, I believe. It's not a separate thing to us, and we're all connected. So we're all nature and we're all connected. So I'd say, yeah, nature is the most important thing in the world. So my resolution for next year is to continue to spend time in nature, but I want to make sure I go for a walk every day and that I spend more time outdoors and really observing it and just really feeling that thing of, yes, I am part of this, and that feels so important. So it's to remind me in the coming year to bring nature much more into my decision making as well, to think, is what I'm doing actually helpful to nature, to me in effect, and the world, and to just be very much more aware of that. And then my fifth quotation is from a woman I very much admire, Patti Smith, a great singer, poet, feisty, all-round feisty woman, strong woman, and I admire her very much. I like a lot of what she says, and I think the thing I like the most is she's a great example of an older woman totally being herself, really feisty, doesn't care what anyone else thinks, I would say, and she just does her thing in the world, and I like that. And I realised out of all my quotes they were all from men, which is fine, but there's also some amazing women, and Patti Smith is one of those people that I admire. She says, it's important to remember that every day is a new day. You can always start again, and I like that. That's about, for me, being kind to myself, being kind to other people also. But for me, it's a reminder that, you know, whatever's happened today, whatever I feel like I've maybe not done as well as I could, or whatever's gone wrong, tomorrow's always a new day. I can always start again. And relating that to New Year's resolutions, I think, well, quite often we start off in January, have some resolutions, do really well for a week or two, then start something again or stop something that we were doing, whichever, and feel a bit bad, and it's a bit like, oh, it's all out of the window and we just forget about it all. But we don't need to do that. It's a reminder that, hey, you know what, you might have a bad day, you might have a bad 2 days, you might have a bad week, but you can always start again. And I think it's better to do that, start again, than to just give up on it completely. So I think that's a good thing. If you're the sort of person that likes to do New Year's resolutions, then you might find that fun. I must admit, I don't always do them. I do like that fresh start, the feeling that, hey, it's a new year and you get to start again. I know it's just a date, but so we can make any day a new year or a new start. There's something about it I quite like, and I think I find that quite helpful to just reflect a bit and think how I'd like this next year to be and things I'd like to do. So lots of love. Have a great new year. If you make resolutions, I hope you make some good ones that are meaningful to you. And and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. I will continue to make a video every week for the next year about things that I care about and things that I think are important. I'm going to start taking more care of my health. I'm going to prioritise my health. So I'm going to continue to be myself. I'm going to even more be myself. I'm going to go for a walk every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes, I'm going to do it, as to be kinder to other people as well as myself. If it all goes a bit wrong, I can just start again.